Hey everybody, we are back. I'm begging, like, this is not a good start, by the way. But maybe we can parlay this bad start into a bad mid-game, too. And I'll be how about a silly ghost. Like, Blinky from, Pac-Man. I was trying to think, oh my god, we won a round? That's it, OMG, a hit squad? Can't really take an otter on this team. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I could probably take two. Do you see the problem with what's happening here? If we take two otters, we're going to buff a mouse probably. So let's be idiots. And I'm going to create a super mosquito at 4/4. Maybe not as super as I thought it was. And then 5/5. And then, you know what? Give me a 2/3. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a 6/6 mosquito. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like a 2-cost apple is maybe like as good as it gets in this pack. And I already got my 2/3s. I don't need a beetle, thank you very much. I'm not sold on this team in the slightest. Which is smart and sensible because we are going to lose. But we only lost by 1 unit. So, you know, maybe you could argue it would have been nice to get another one out there and be a little bit more squatted up. But give me one of these. Give me one of these for level prospects. I don't want to level yet. I'm so sorry to have to do this, but put you at the front. Maybe anti-pig technology, you at the front. We level up next time. Probably, we could combine ducks. Yeah, sure. If we see a good unit, we might rather sell 2 ducks, I suppose. We draw this. We draw this. We draw this. That's better than I could have expected, I think, given the plays that I've made so far. I don't think we see a unit that we love. So I would say sell me, buff me, dog me, wasp. I don't feel comfortable with it. I will take a flamingo because at least it's okay. And I will add a duck to the team knowing we can level up next time. Look, this team's not good, but a 10-8 mosquito is actually pretty sick. Now, what would also be sick is if it could ever shoot a unit that it does meaningful damage to, but I'm happy we beat a dog team there. That won't last forever. I think a mantis is fine and even a little fun. I'm happy to kill you here. I don't necessarily think the duck needs the buff as much as maybe some other units. Am I really going to sell a 5/6 to create a 2/6 tamarin? Yes. No. No. No, yes, I am. Yes, I am. We're on 9 HP. I'm even going to give you a croissant. This can't be the right play, but there's just something deep inside of me, sure, that says one day you're going to get this tamarin to like 10-10 level 2, and then it's going to do something for you. It's going to be what you need it to be. I know it seems like a pipe dream. It probably is a pipe dream. We should probably just focus on buffing our frickin' mantis. But here I go buffing a tamarin. I don't think we need another giraffe, honest. Well, I don't know. Maybe because one's here so early. And then I do think, even though we're going to sell the unit, I think you probably just take a free salad. I'm happy with the buff. So we have to remember to sell the tamarin properly. The dream tamarin sale. God, the math is so horrible for us here. The dream tamarin sale is that we sell it into a hippo, and then a strong tamarind hippo plus garlic can't be killed till Death Touch shows up. I think we have to do it right now. And in order to do this, because I really want everything in the shop, we need the hippo to be the leftmost unit. So I think we have to say no to the mosquitoes, because otherwise they would be the leftmost unit. Then we're going to roll. Hippo moves to the left. We're going to sell the tamarin. 7-11 hippo. We're probably going to move the mantis to the back a little. It's not as strong of a tamarin hippo as I would have liked, as you could probably guess. That's okay. It's still something. Let me freeze you. Honestly, let me get a 3-2 that could steal food. You're basically, you got to bet on either the 3-2 that steals food or the 2-6 because his stats are better. Let's have some fun with the rhino. You never know. Holy cow. We actually managed to like 1.5 for 1. I'm stealing your garlic. I stole your garlic. It didn't do anything, but that's fine. It was fun while it lasted. Hey, we're on lethal. All right, so you know how this goes. Obviously, this comes out. I would say this comes out, and then I would say you fish for garlic. I'm not taking a peach. You fish. We got it. I do understand also the value of a level 2 mantis, but there's some. I mean, a 12-16 hippo with garlic, I'm feeling somewhat confident in. Holy math, Batman! We managed to 2 for 1. Beautiful. Okay. I think we got legs and we know how to use them here. Now you got something very interesting here, don't you? What about a level 2 mantis? We get rid of our giraffe for now. The mantis kills something and the shark gets a permanent benefit. The problem is you need a shark at the back, which means mantis now has to come to the front, but maybe that's good. It could kill something and then soften the targets up for the hippo. Something that dies with upside or up dog. I think if you have to run an otter, I mean, it's a 1-1 buff. That's pretty weak. Armadillo on feint. Hold on. Armadillo on feint. Give friends +1 health. So you know what? I think there's this is not like a full shark team, but there's a certain sharkness associated with it. Would you agree? I certainly feel like it's a little sharked up. I certainly feel like we're dead. Yep, here it comes. Okay, well, that was fun while it lasted. Does it really come down, and I'm asking the question from a place of honesty, because I want to distill the game down to brass tacks. Does my Super Auto Pets mediocrity lately? Chunky carrot, man. Or smooth herbs, man. Shiny hands. This has got something for everybody. Does it really all just come down to wasted money from rerolls? I want to believe there's more to the game than that. Than just the people who win just had the greatest shop efficiency. And never wasted even a single pip of gold. Anti-pig technology. The dream is your 1-2 otter trades with a 4-1 pig, and then your 4-3 pig goes insano mode. Goated mosquito. Honestly, you owe your you're gonna lose anyway, but you still owe your mosquito a steak dinner. 2 wins in 2 rounds. Feeling okay. Honestly, we have to combine, and then we go yes. That's fine. Then we go yes. We shouldn't be mad. We should be happy to have the stats. We should also be happy to have the dog and start leveling it next time with something like a chinchilla. So let's think about this. Anti-pig, good HP at the back. Okay, so what gets sold first? Definitely green beetle gets sold first to try to send your dog to the moon. Look, you 2 for 1 me. How about I 3 for 1 you after that? How do you feel about that, Anonymous, if that is your real name? Don't really care for a toucan, but there's a certain je ne sais quoi of shop efficiency. Let me give you one more thing. Definitely, it costs us 3 gold to get you a stat point to begin with. We might as well invest in the cumulative benefit. Nice little cell spawn. Nice little cell. 7 gold remains. I would roll once. Let me get a buy and a combine. Then we have to buy 1 more unit. You can call me as crazy as you want to call me. All my units have more than 2 HP except for the hedgehog. We buy a hedgehog. Our opponent might not know what hit them. Alternatively, my opponent might have bought a blowfish and a peacock, and as a result of its hurt triggers, they blow us out. Okay. Fair enough. We're still going to sell you. You had your chance. Now, this might sound crazy, but you go otter here because it generates more stat points. And it hit the dog, which was like immediate justification. You buy a dog and push it over. You buy a giraffe to buff the dog. That feels great. Everything feels fine here. Now, even though the dog has a croissant, there's a part of me that says now's the time to give it garlic to minimize the chance that you lose early. Thank you for not hitting me, Mosquito. Holy cow, this is a strong team. I mean, it's not quite as strong as mine, but you had me a little scared, Anonymous, if that is your real name. So things have got to go. Let's get an otter out there. Obviously, dog goes first. Like, we buy it first. I still think you do take garlic, honestly. You're a 6'5" with no upside right now. Goodbye. Welcome to the squad. Thank you. Get sold. Get bought. Get combined. Whale. I would honestly run... Well, no, we don't have to run 4 squad with garlic. Let me get a 1-2. If we were so excited to run 4 squad, then surely we're okay with running a goldfish. And then you should take garlic. I know it seems like... I mean, we are overwriting the croissant, but we're overwriting it on purpose because I think the garlic will create more favorable trade setups. I don't know if it was the right play on this specific team because this is the strongest team I've ever seen. See, I'm a fool. I have 1 dog. They have 2 dogs. That's something I didn't even think about. What happens when a guinea pig levels up? On buy, summons a 2/2 guinea pig. So essentially irrelevant to our interests. You should now go, but you've served your purpose, so thank you for that. You should also go. This is a huge shop for us. Like, we can't be mad about this. Huge, okay. You basically cost us 1 gold for 2 stat points, so I'm going to do that. You are just a great unit. I don't know if we're ever going to get to buff you, but you're a great unit. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's worth selling our duck now and keeping a rooster instead. And then we get the guinea pig out there again. And then I would sell. And I would sell. And for the time being, I would say... I mean, we're going to sell, like, all these units. Except maybe we sell a giraffe over, like, a hippo or something like that. I'm just going to run best players available. And I'm gonna feel okay about that, I think. If I'm being honest with you, a 29-26 dog with garlic feels very strong for me right now. I feel like I would love to have added a caterpillar a little earlier, or I would love to add a lot of caterpillars now. Maybe I've rolled past several without even noticing. Wouldn't surprise me. So, I don't know what goes for... I mean, you're only generating a 1/1 buff. You're not doing anything, though. So, let's be sensible about that. I almost think it's time to, like, just roll for caterpillars. Sorry to the hippo, to be honest with you, but I stand by what I said here. What I did here. Roll me. Yes. Any questions? And then we'll level you next time. We'll sell you next time. Might even keep you around. We really need to not lose some rounds. Because, like, every loss is catastrophic now because it puts us on lethal. Now, we only have 1 good unit. But in my defense, it's really good. The problem is scorpions now exist. We could run anti-scorpion tech at the front, I suppose. That seems sensible. That makes a lot of sense. And if their hippo gets strong, it's not going to get as strong as our dog got. So let's not cry about it. Let's roll. I would probably sell, buy, sell. And then you know what? You don't need anti-scorpion technology. You don't need to go up a level. You need to go up a level. You don't need anti-scorpion technology, honestly, if you have a lionfish. Because the lionfish will overwrite a position 1 scorpion. Hold on. I may be being burgled. No. Not burgled. Just having a package dropped off. I don't know why I think it's burgling. It's never been burgling. It's always been the package. But I hear a clang, and I'm always like, there we go. Here comes the burgling. So goodbye. Honestly, we'd probably say both the rooster and the giraffe are not doing that much for us, but at least you're basically giving 2-2. So you know what? Goodbye, rooster, for now. Take one of those. Take one of these. Beautiful. Big part of me right now says, why not? But let's take a look at something. I was hoping maybe we get like a little upside here. Maybe yes, maybe no. Roll again. Not really. 2 lionfish does nothing for us, but obviously we could then get to a level 2 lionfish, and then maybe we're talking. I don't think we can get 23 damage out there with our last couple of units. That one hurt, but next round we will have a hippo of our own. Or sorry, a butterfly of our own. Would have been nice to see what that was, but okay, whatever. Roll. I'm not thrilled. Let's roll again. This is an important round. This matters. And then honestly, I'm like, sell me? You had your you did well for us. I'm not upset. But what if we just also made like a little scumbag shark team just for a brief moment? I don't know. We have 2 death touch overrides, so maybe both of our big units should be at the front. I don't know. Because, I mean, we got to think about the game theory, because I'm not sure how, like, a walrus plays out. Maybe we want a unit further back to be protected again. I don't know. It's going to be the first 2 units that get hit by it anyway. All right, so not the most useful shark there. I'll acknowledge. I do think, like, we could probably do better. But I think that pushing a shark to... I don't know. Pushing a lionfish to level 3... and then getting 3 death touch protection also seems really good. Like, I think it's good enough for me to actually feel comfortable with that. And maybe we probably should have saved the Spinosaurus, to be honest with you. But give me a level 3 lionfish that overrides a piece of equipment over, like, a sheep. And you know what? I mean, I've never been more instantly vindicated. Like, that's exactly how that played out. By having a level 3 lionfish, we overwrote their position 3 scorpions death touch and won. So, like, you know, you don't get lucky like that very often. I'll take it. It's kind of amazing how well that worked out for us immediately. I still think we would just add a Spinosaurus for now. I don't think it's an enormous deal, but I think it matters. The lionfish is just anti-death touch technology. Okay, have you noticed it's also anti-melon armor technology, which is kind of sick. We're going to get a 10-piece. And dare I say, at the risk of sounding insane, because it is a dog team, a little bit unusual versus the norm in this pack, which is just big hippo. That felt good to get a second 10-piece. Freeze me, freeze me. I'm going weirdo mode. It's horrible, dude. Okay. A cockroach, we're kind of wasting the attack buff. And then let me get some anti-pig technology up at the front. I don't know. I've been killed by enough cockroaches early. Let's be flexible bushes on this one. I've been killed by enough cockroaches early that I think if you get enough of them, you're going to be pretty pleased. Holy cow. At least early. Now, what if you could cockroach a tamarin into a hippo? You ever think about that? Now, we got to be... because we don't want the cockroach to get buffed. I would say we just hold you for now. Like a Thompson Twins song. I have no idea how to feel about this team. Don't buff either cockroach or our mouse. What an insane statement. Okay, how about this? Sell me. Freeze me a free apple. Buy me a beetle. Anti-pig technology at the front. 3-4 beetle. Buffs an otter. A slightly better otter eventually. How about that? How do you like them apples? I got her apple. Okay. Feels good. Feels good to have 2 wins, man. Or 2 10-pieces in today's recording session. I'm not saying we're going to get it again. This is a bit of an unusual team, even by my standards. Now, what do I like here? I don't want you to hit either cockroach, but I have to buy you. Well, I'm still not happy with that, which probably indicates that this team is not good. At some point, you got to crap or get off the pot. So I am going to combine you. And I honestly think a flamingo just creates, even if we never get a mantis, I think it creates favorable trades. I sort of believe that, well, you know what? I know we just buffed the duck. 3-4 versus 2-4. It's a bit of a lark. I'm going to take the peacock. I just think the peacock is just a better unit. And I've been looking around for like the perfect way to get it to pop. Maybe instead of looking for the perfect way, we should just try to get it off the ground. This one, we were very close. We weren't quite there. But I think considering the early speed of our pivot, I don't feel too bad about this. Honestly, I like this. I know I'm going to give you garlic. You don't really need a croissant. In fact, I don't really think anybody on the team is worthy of a croissant. I don't think they benefit like at all from a croissant. So I feel like buffing the peacock is a very sane play right now. My God, I'm accidentally a genius, okay? So the peacock needs garlic. I think that it will also do fine with more HP, and then probably with just there being one more of them. Just my 2 cents, though. I feel like we need to get some units that are not a peacock onto the squad. Because it's like, you know, we got one unit that does anything. Now, it's doing a lot for us right here. I'm very appreciative of that. The rest of our squad is completely expendable. I also think maybe you send a peacock up one just because we're entering the woodpecker zone. So I would say, I mean, meat on you makes you more useful, but I don't really want to invest. I don't want to sell you and buy a tamarin because, like, where are your buffs coming from? Nobody knows. But I also don't want to lose immediately. So you know what? But I think you're going to die to a woodpecker. So I don't know who takes meat. In conclusion, I don't know what this squad does. So I'm rolling. A rooster is just very good. Honestly, I would rather keep you around because you could at least level. Let's sell and buy a rooster. Let's also buy a beetle. A whale that eats a flamingo, that buffs a whale, that eats a flamingo, that buffs a whale, that eats a flamingo. Okay, I mean, like, maybe I could sell an otter next turn if we don't get a level and have a whale eat a flamingo. But the thing I'm predominantly concerned about is how badly this team gets absolutely destroyed by a team with a hippo on it. So again, right now, I'm in love with what this peacock is doing for us. I feel like that was an insanely good decision. One of the best super auto pets decisions I've ever made. Now, as much as I thought the whale was going to do it for us, I actually think now seems like a very sensible time to probably sell an otter and buy a hippo. Would you rather give 2-2 or just give 2? No, because you're going to leave. So we're going to buy a hippo. We're going to place it behind the peacock, or in front of the, no, behind the peacock, or in front of the, I don't fully know yet. And we're probably going to sell you, run a second rooster, and then right now, maybe that only manifests as one attack, and we put other equipment on you later, but for now, I'm content with this. This seems like, if you'll allow me to get slightly cocky, this, like, anteater setup seems like the exact perfect squad to lose to the team that I've created. It seems like the peacock has just eaten a bunch of hippos on the way up, which feels fantastic. I'm not going to lie. Okay, none of anything here is relevant unless maybe you like a parrot, but I'm not sold on it yet. I still think this matters. None of this matters. I think the anteater is a very scary unit to be using. A level 2, oh, OMG, a hit rooster. Okay, let's freeze this. I'm not fully confident in this round. What I do know is that as important as the hippo is, the key to this run has been the Peacock the entire time. Now that's about to fall apart, but we did go up against a dog. I may have to remind you, I recently ran a dog myself. Look, at the rest of their squad is base tier units. That's just Jane Campion's The Power of the Dog. Like, she knew what she was doing when she made the movie. This is obvious. This is the most obvious play that Earth has ever created. I think you could sell the Flamingo. Like, again, there's no pills in the pack. So, I would definitely run Stegosaurus that buffs a Peacock. I feel like Stegosaurus that buffs a hippo is also fine. Let me let you in on a little secret. That's why I'm hoping to get a second Stegosaurus. I would basically run 2 Stegosauruses and 3 units that actually do something. That's the ratio. I don't think you want 3 Stegosaurus because then you're Stegosaurusing a Stegosaurus. And it's like you can't triple stamp a double stamp. You know what I mean? I would... ABBA style, I would take a chance on me on this one. You always got to be careful with this, of course. For now, why don't you just take some meat? I think we're in the stage of the game where meat could still matter. A little middle scorpion could get sniped, maybe. But we put it there so that it did get sniped. Not going to matter, I think. Although, look at the freaking hippo you spit out. Holy cow. That's not that crazy, actually. Because we're taking 1 damage from every other unit. It gives us the chance to wipe out a big unit and then have our hippo actually have a chance to pop. The hippo's got some buffs. It's no slouch. What a Peacock, man. Do you see? Are you seeing this? Very content with where we stand. Still content. You don't always have to be buying stuff. I do, well, honestly, if you're going to force my hand. I mean, I think that... I really don't want to sell a level 2 rooster. Our scorpion did just get sniped, but that makes a scorpion seem worse than it is. You're spitting out a bunch of you're good enough to keep. I'm sorry. We do have to sell. I mean, I feel like we have to sell the scorpion. Whether we actually have to is, you know, rife for debate, I suppose. But I'm worried because we're going to be running up against scorpions ourselves. You know what? In that case, and I know this sounds bad. In that case, give me a front rooster. I completely understand we're spawning less roosters as a result. But because of how they trade versus a scorpion... Well, like, let me just give it to you straight up. We are going to lose, by the way. I'll give it to you straight up. Our whole squad loses if our Peacock dies without getting at least like a 3-for-1. So I feel like we kind of got to make the move. You also protect against the scorpion, but I kind of feel like you getting stats is good too, unless we get killed, in which case it's horrendous. So I don't think there's a fit for the cow, and I do love it, but I'd give me a monkey in the hand versus 2 in the bush. I'm okay with that. Maybe this all fell apart because of my own actions, or maybe it's all about to come together because of my own inaction. Nope. Insanely strong dog, shark, somehow functional wasp team. Okay, congratulations. You honestly outplayed. Nothing else to say but outplayed. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Don't forget, I'm not despondent. I'm thrilled after leaving this episode because we got a 10-piece in it. Either way, though, I'll see you next time. See ya.